I'm not like ready for anything.
You know you have it under Chronicles.
Right. You can get it.
Oh, okay.
I just hit the...
Holy shit. Why would you attack someone who's like super lower than you?
Let's see if we can.
You can. You have 10,000. I have 7 or 1,000.
Shout out to the competition.
Hard. You're level 17 and I'm level 7. Oh, I got another claim member.
I wonder who it is. Right, it's not me. Hmm? What?
Yeah, it might be. Who? Casper the Wolf?
Yep. Alright, we're going to double finger.
What?
Got one doctor.
Yeah, please.
One doctor.
I'm good, thank you. I'm fasting.
Alright.
I figure every other
I'm
week.
actually still full.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's outputting. Why is it outputting to the TV? Oh, I know.
Anyways.
So you might. Careful, I might be a little shaken up.
think every other week is Monday.
Yeah.
What is it? Friday. Monday and Friday, and then following week will be Tuesday and Thursday. So that way it's not.
Yeah, so it's not as painful.
It's Friday and Monday, then right? Long days.
I think PS3 and PS4 take the same power cable. PS3 and PS4 take the same power cable, right?
Unless it's a pro. Pro's different.
Yeah, no, I guess standard.
I don't think I have pro.
And I was telling him that we can intercept it on. We might have to like just use open source, but we could stream it as well. Just have another window.
Oh, yeah. He's thinking about streaming you doing the Kingdom Hearts. Really, but just so you can show everyone how it's done.
I don't know if I want to do that.
No, that was a lot faster than I thought. Alright, so after this one, we gotta get started.
Okay.
Alright, okay.
That's me.
What?
You get it? Good job, Cam.
Alright?
Cam. You didn't read it.
I did.
Holy shit, I deleted all my
That's
shit.
weird.
So, here's wondering, if you attack a person multiple times, whatever
You can?
army you destroyed, it takes longer than the other. We're not attacked twice by 2 people. My army went more than half. Less.
I need to make more of my army, but apparently it takes his resources as well. So there is going to be a echo, as you can hear, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I just posted it on my Facebook. I shared the link and all that.
Copy and paste it on Dante V's phone.
Okay.
So badass. Am I in a good spot? Yeah.
So dark. No.
Always a pain to get out of this. Like an idiot looking
You're
for
live,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody heard you sneeze, baby.
Sneeze on from my food. Yeah, it was much better.
It's delayed as hell, though. You can see the clouds move. How much time we got left?
Okay, 11.
No, I was talking on that video.
I'm not seeing where the post button is on this.
It's very small.
Where's the?
It's like, it should be like 2 tabs under the picture. That's its own browser right there. Oh, Steam has an update.
Okay, right something on the page. Here we go.
Yeah, I forgot to keep that shit updated.
Okay, post the loop.
That was your color over there.
Hmm?
That's where your color was.
Oh, it's in my Xbox.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, come sit down.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
You gonna wake me up again today?
Shower, didn't
That was so not me. Let you know.
Mating calls. Alright. Let's do these bitches.
I really can't see because like I'm like right at this camera. It's like
I'd just tab over.
look at you.
Hi. You do the intro this time. We're testing out new things.
Okay, guys, welcome. This is DBMGaming coming to you live here, doing our post-beta test for our podcast. I am Virgil Revenge. I am here with Charles Garza again.
Garza, what is your gamer tag?
Yeah,
No.
really.
It's Ich bin Karl-Heinz Bogenstein.
Are you shitting me?
I am.
Artemis.
Cal. She does no show. That's sweet.
It's
It's
yeah, they really was.
basically it's a Batman to Superman 0. That was kind of like saying my
that's
name.
right. That's right.
Kinda
I
like
remember now.
Okay, and we also have Dante Beast Mode, who is the main owner of DBMGaming. Whoop. Dante, take it away.
I think he needs coffee now.
I said take it away, not chug your coffee.
So, today we're going to cover some of the Nintendo E3 stuff that came out. And we're going to try to watch the trailers and not get copyright fraud this time. But, who knows? I just read a Reddit post right before this started that says disclaimers don't mean shit sometimes on YouTube. It just depends how the search engine goes. So I didn't put Nintendo anywhere in the title, but I did put it in the description. But today we're gonna start out with Mario Odyssey. Yeah, I know. I that's why I paused. Mario Odyssey. It's one of the games that have been overhyped when the Switch was announced, and we're gonna watch the trailer. And it's gonna be a great thing. Anybody play any Mario games?
I've played Mario basically all my life. I had a Super Nintendo, went to Nintendo 64, had the GameCube. I've played everything from the Mario Baseball to Mario Party. I mean, great game. I'm glad that it's coming out on the Switch. Just need a Switch now.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
And I haven't played anything Mario-ish since 1996. If that doesn't tell you how old I am, oh my god.
This. Mario Party.
Sorry.
You wanna play the video?
Oh, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you need to do the Navy SEALs signal. No. Oh man, I was about to say it's Godzilla, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
Jeez,
I was not mistaken.
I really thought it was Bowser for a moment.
I thought it was going to be Mario. That don't look like no Mario.
Yeah, it's Mario's older cousin, maybe?
Holy
What?
cow.
Oh, it's the hat.
What?
It's GTA? No. Dead. Very dead revolver.
So the main gameplay feature of this stuff is that it is like a free roam, as you can see, and like your main thing is the hat, and the hat like turns different based off the place you are. You got different platforms that you can do. You can do 2D, 3D, regardless. The hell?
Yeah. Peace.
Oh, combined. Yeah. The snag ability. You put the hat on somebody, Mario can take them over.
Oh my.
Whoa. Okay.
And then they get their abilities too.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yeah, I was really gonna say it was Mario Galaxy for a moment,
Yeah.
but I wonder if the hat's supposed to be the star.
No. The hat is just so like the antagonist. Like those are the star use that you're collecting now.
Well, I mean, like in Galaxy, if you did the dual player, the 2-player portion of it, the second player was the star. They have the ability to stun enemies, and they also have the ability to.
That could just take over a human. He took over a tank. And a dinosaur.
It has a mustache, however.
Yeah.
Mario's hat is magic.
Yeah, the Mario's hat is named Hattie.
Yeah. Hey, you might not want to say magic too loud, but the Christians might be upset.
Or the nerds might feel a disturbance in the floor.
Oh, that's 2 for 2 right there.
Alright, so what do you guys think of the trailer?
Man, seeing him take over all those things between, what is it, Bill Bomb, whatever his name is?
Bullet Bill.
Yeah, Bullet Bill. Sitting there flying around, this Bullet Bill was awesome. Then taking over T-Rex, of all things.
I know, right?
I mean, I just wonder, what's going to take out that T-Rex if you could take it over?
And
what's the purpose, Like, you saw him take over a human, too. So, it's just like, what the hell is going to happen? Like, what's the plot line of this game?
It's from the Japanese. There's no plot line. But I gotta say, it's been like 20 years since I even touched... Oh, that doesn't sound right. Since I even looked at Princess Peach. But god dang... Why would I say
I'm sorry, I had to say that in my head. Like, that was horrible.
That I'm the other way. I mean, I love women. So I gotta say, my hands on Peach. But not like the, smacking around or anything. Because I'm a gentleman when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I would mind getting my hands on
This stream just turned a complete 360 with you, Garza.
My apologies.
Alright, well, the game looks great. It's definitely a title worth grabbing, a lot like Breath of the Wild from Zelda, which we'll talk about later.
Quick question, though. Is it specifically on the newest console of Nintendo, or is it like last gen's console?
It looks like it's only going to be for the Switch, so it's going to be the new gen console.
I most definitely will buy a Switch just for that game, and maybe a little bit of Zelda, because
even Nintendo was like, "Oh, Zelda won't sell. We haven't put out a game in like 10 years."
But it's Princess Zelda. I'm like, holy hell! Have you not seen? My apologies, ladies. Princess Zelda is a very loving,
no, leave the feminists alone. Let's just They've been in them.
Okay. My fault.
Anyways, no, it's just the gameplay. It hasn't, like, I've seen the reverse stuff that he's talking about. It might be on the Wii U, but it probably won't be, knowing, how Nintendo is. But Zelda, I believe, is on the Wii U.
Yes, that was the last game that they're supposedly bringing out for the Wii U, as they said. But you never know. Nintendo may just change their mind out of nowhere.
Yeah, especially if the sales have...
So, if you were to rate Mario Odyssey, what would you give it?
Like out of 10, 5, 100?
Out of 10.
From the gameplay that I've seen, because if you guys follow IGN, you've seen some gameplays and reviews and stuff on it. It looks like a fun game. It doesn't look like it has replay value. Like, Galaxy 2 didn't have replay value. Galaxy 1 did. Like, so I give it out of 10, probably a solid 5.
Okay. With all the abilities I'm seeing Mario have, I would have to give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's something new. It's something different. You know, now, new's not always best, but playing as a T-Rex is going to be badass.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, with me, the way I was seeing it, it looked like it would have been maybe a solid 5. But seeing the ability, seeing what you can do, you know, controlling anything like that, like the pod people and Invasion of Body Snatchers, I give it 9.5 out of 10. Because I'm going to have a lot of fun with that crap.
Yeah, this guy will.
Oh yeah, I'm going like, I choose you, this is a Pokemon, but I'll pick you.
Now, one thing before we do go on to our next game, Bowser does have a hat, so I wonder if maybe Bowser has the same ability, maybe he's running...
I don't know, the Japanese did create Crash Bandicoot, it might be the same concept.
Possibly.
Okay.
Okay.
You finally saw that storyline now.
Yes.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot was made by the American Naughty Dog.
The Naughty Dog made it, but I think the Japanese storyboarded it.
They could, I don't know.
Because it's Sony, so...
Okay, so going into our next game, we are looking at Splatoon 2. Now, Splatoon 1 was basically a turf war, if you wanted to go
Still
about
is.
it.
It still is.
Yeah, I mean, for those who have a Wii U and play it still. But Splatoon 2, I'm taking it, it's going to be the same way. You're going to have your turf war battles, you're going to have your capture the flags and stuff. I just wonder what the storyline's going to look like now.
Yeah, they really did, like, I don't think Nintendo expected it to be, like, another game. You know?
I don't know anything about Splatoon 1 or 2.
It's okay. I kind of figured going into the stream you wouldn't know anything about these games, but it is a Nintendo Switch, and we are people who don't own a Switch, but we would like to, you know, start getting into the Nintendo series. Like, we own Xbox and PlayStation, but we don't own a fucking Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, this might push me to want to go to Switch if they keep up with what they got.
So, I guess taking it from here, you know, we'll go ahead and watch the trailer, and then we'll have an idea of what Splatoon 2 has to offer. Yeah, I'm taking it there's going to be some new abilities, but let's take a look at this trailer and we'll see what happens.
Gotta love that logo.
Oh, yes.
That's this gameplay trailer?
Yes, in Splatoon 1, this is basically the town that you start out at, and you have a choice between going to the arena. They have some stores for, like, your armor or your guns.
It kind of makes me think of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
That right there takes you to the story mode area, so...
Like, do you get to choose the color that you are, or is it just, like, chose for you?
I believe you can choose.
Konnichiwa.
What the hell is this going on?
This looks like it's actually live gameplay. This is
Is this 1 or 2?
This is 2. Because you don't see her on 1. They're basically all squids. So.
No, I get that.
And it looks like she's talking Japanese, man.
Oh, new stuff, huh?
Oh yes. Yeah, this is definitely the story mode portion of it.
Yeah, see, this is what I expect.
What?
Looks like that'd be one of the boss battles.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I
That's
have no
the
clue.
arcade, right?
No. This is all story. Still.
Different guns, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've seen that one before.
In the game, they had the roller.
Uh-huh.
They had machine guns. They had different pistols. They even had shotguns. As you saw, the paintbrush right there.
Yeah.
They've even got a sniper rifle version of a gun for it.
Hey, look, a boss.
Mm-hmm. One of them. Or multiple. them, maybe 3.
It looks like a good game. I wonder who the boss is. It's probably her sister. Because they're like, oh, Nintendo sisters or siblings, right?
Yeah.
Looks good. I like it. But, I haven't played the first one. The story mode, we don't know if it's going to continue. We don't know if anything, like, follows up. Anything you got in the first one, like achievements and stuff transfer over, like, previous games have done.
Yeah. This was more of a gameplay trailer than a actual trailer to show the storyline or if there was anything story-wise.
Well, if you really want to push it that way, the Mario one was like that too.
Yeah. I mean, but, it did show a little something in the Mario with Bowser. He has Peach once again, but it looks like a wedding of sorts.
Yeah,
oh,
but
they'll actually get married? Peach and Bowser? And yet Mario
I'm sure it's a far-fetched story.
I'm just saying, like, every time we play as Mario, he's the one who always kidnaps Princess Peach when Bowser's about to do stuff. It's like, come on, just call it quits. Let those two be happy. Because apparently she doesn't want to be with you, Mario.
Well, back to Splatoon 2. Okay, if we were to rate Splatoon 2 by what we've seen so far.
Ah, shit, it's really hard to, name off a game that you haven't seen anything for.
Or know anything about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, like, I'm gonna, like, safely say 5, but give it the 2 for what it looks like. Like, it looks like they're trying to feature, you get more guns, and the bosses are a little bit more elaborate, and, we're stepping back to our roots of, like, you gotta do something in order to hurt this boss. So I give it a 7 out of 10.
I just give it a 6 because it looks a little too wacky. Although it does look fun, I ain't gonna lie. I like the whole different weapons that you could choose from and how to use it. It's kind of like, like I never played Mario Galaxy or the one where Mario's got the tank on his back and he's shooting up the water to hit people.
Sunshine.
Oh,
yeah.
Sunshine.
Like I've seen the trailers for that, and that's kind of like what it looks like you can do with some of the weapons. Yeah. Because I see the wave and splash, I'm like, yay, splash down.
Splash down. So what do you give?
Okay, so I would give it 8 out of 10. It definitely looked like I saw some new weapons coming in here. The abilities as well. One of them, you saw the arm launcher where it was shooting up the rockets up in the air. That was a ability that they had, but it shot only one rocket in the air. And it basically rained down paint. So, to have a barrage of rockets looks like a badass ability, and definitely have to give it that 8 out of 10. I think it deserves it, and just hoping the story mode will prove to be nice.
I was thinking of like the Hellzone grenade from Dragon Ball Z when all that missile stuff came down. I was thinking of Dragon Ball Z. Piccolo goes, Hellzone grenade.
Oh, yeah, and when you say it looks a little too wacky, nothing can be too wacky for you, Garza. I mean, your entire mind is wacky.
Yeah, ever since I was 8 and I was introduced to Japanese anime back in 1992, I was like, man, this is awesome. Because sci-fi did all those wacky toon movies, and at the time I didn't know it was anime, but that was a whole different wackiness. I don't.
Alright, so stepping into the next realm, we got Pokemon. Who's played Pokemon?
I played Pokemon Snap.
Seriously?
For like 20 minutes when I was living in Oklahoma. And I was like, I don't get this game, so my buddy took the controller, played it for like 6 hours, and I was like, can I play Resident Evil or something? Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Pokemon Snap, I think the last time I played that was at Cool Cuts whenever I was getting a haircut as a kid.
I own Pokemon Snap.
Oh god.
And beat the bitch. I don't want to hear it. Like, I played and beat Pokemon Snap. Like, it had a feature to play your Game Boy games on the big screen. I use that feature.
I did too for Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, because you could use any game.
Yeah, you use Mr. Tingle or something to help out Link find like awesome hidden stuff.
He was just a map buyer. Like anytime we got to.
Oh yeah, and also the map thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I played Pokemon Snap to like. I got pictures of everybody, but I don't think I got 100%. I got like 96.
Oh my.
There's always that few small percent.
Yeah, because it's like you got to get a face shot of Mew, and Mew only shows up on screen for half a second, kind of thing.
And you got one of those 1980s slow cameras.
Shutter speed, like you got to snap it as soon as you even see the particles.
Ah, I missed it.
Like it was that kind of stuff. Well, that's Pokemon Snap. But stepping to the reality of now, we're looking at Pokemon fighting on finding things, and AKA Pokken tournament. And according to E3, there's a new one called Pokken Tournament DX.
You know, I played Pokken Tournament. It was alright. I played as several of the characters, Suicune being one of them. I think the other character I played as was a Machamp. And I mean, the fighting styles are alright. The ultimate abilities are nice. I've actually got the NX card for the Mewtwo, for Dark Mewtwo. I wonder if I actually got that in my wallet right now.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty. My wallet's in
I was never big on gung-ho being Pokemon-ish, but I've always been into Digimon. They even had an awesome catch thing. Well, so did Pokemon, but
There was this cool video that we saw that was featured Overwatch and all their different skins, but they use a Digimon theme song.
oh,
So, anyways, going back to this now, E3 released Pokken Tournament DX, and this game is what we're gonna watch a trailer for. So, would you kindly? No mating calls.
hey, I did a mating call earlier today. It was awesome. Somebody laughed because I went, oh yeah, I see this all the time.
This is just one of those fancy commercials, isn't it?
Isn't this Arms?
Yeah, it is ours. This is the Nintendo Switch commercial there.
I picked one, and that's what it gave me.
Should have picked the first one.
Well, it's showing Arms, Splatoon 2, and Pokken Tournament. Yes.
That was something.
The first one.
There we go.
Oh, hello. Ooh, nifty. What?
Oh yeah, that's right. They do have a Charizard.
I think DX is what features a Charizard.
No, they had it in the first one too.
Is they?
Mm-hmm. I just forgot all about it.
Okay, now I get the concept.
I think this is, well, E3 would have showed something like, well, like just like the gameplay for it, and that's it. But I mean, this is like the commercial that you would see every day.
So basically, he's like Ash. He goes all across the land just to battle these people he doesn't know, and then he becomes friends with them.
And then his brother.
And now he's got a date. Awesome. Oh no, she left him. She was like, "You're just too much for me." Oh snap! They just got rid of me.
They're having a little tournament.
Yeah, it's Pokemon Tournament.
I guess so.
I do see some new Pokemon in there.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point.
Is that Darkrai?
I think so.
Ah, he's using the ultimate.
Block! You used to block. There we go. He failed. I feel like seeing the damn things on.
There's no way in hell that he ran that entire way. I'm thinking it would be like a little kid, like, what the shit?
Hey, our brother's the champ.
Looks like it's getting real.
Oh, they're using the new Pokemon.
Yeah, that one looked like it was the Honolulu grass version. The flying grass Pokemon. Or no, it was ghost grass. One of the two.
The ghost grass one.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. So, Pokken Tournament.
That was a great little commercial.
Yeah, literally.
Advertisement without an advertisement.
Yep.
So, Garza,
Yes.
since you don't play Pokemon much, what would you rate that?
I would say a 2, but the fact that you can actually, because I don't like Pokemon because they don't talk to you. You have to talk their language, like pick up, chew, and it sounds like he's taking a in the toilet. So I don't want to interfere with that. Whereas in Digimon, they talk to you. You can communicate with other Digimon across the land. You don't have to learn 5,000 different languages by just saying the animal's name.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll give it a 2 because I'm very anti-Pokemon. But the fact that you get to...
This bitch.
Yeah, I know, right? But the fact that you get to challenge other people and possibly even get a date out of it because you managed to beat the shit out of that chick in a good way, in the game, not physically. Maybe get a phone
Stop
number
getting
or
carried
something.
away.
So I'll give it a 5. At 5.1 out of 10.
Dante. After his 20-minute discussion over it.
Right? No, man, I like to see the new Pokemon. Like, I haven't played the original. I played the demo up at GameStop, and that's the most I played of it. But, I mean, it's going to be one of those, like, Nintendo, what do they do? Smash Brothers. But Pokemon style, because, yeah, you have the Charizard, yeah, you got the, Pikachu and Pichu, and so they basically, before, instead of adding more Pokemon to the Smash Bros., they just give it its own game.
Okay.
Oh, so I would rate it just a solid 5 because it is brand new. It's coming out, or it's already out. I don't know which one, but that's just my opinion. Solid 5 until I play it.
Yeah, I have to say, since it's only on Switch is the only reason why I'm not capable of playing it right now. But I have to say a 6 out of 10.
Alright, so the next game that we're going to cover is already out. It happened to come out right after E3. Like, they said it will be on the store shelves by tomorrow, kind of thing, once Nintendo released it. The game is called ARMS, and it is a combat-style game. One person can have one control, the other one can have the other one, and it's just boxing, basically, is all it is. It's free-range, free-roam boxing. So it's basically Ninja Storm, Naruto Ninja Storm meets Connect.
Oh my.
Yeah. There's your aerobics for the day. Oh my god. I want to stretch before I do that. I'm not as young as I used to be, people.
Yeah, we can stop ranting on that. Anyways.
I mean, from the trailers I've seen, I guess what the character does depends on who you choose, because I saw some, like, extending out arms, like the...
I'm sorry, that's what the whole plot of the game is. Okay, no, let me sum it up. I watch, basically I do work, or play it before the game came out, and you have different variants. You have a baseline with the characters you choose, but you have different variants of gloves. So you can have a boomerang glove and like a rocket launcher one, or you can have like a laser cannon and a normal fist. It's like you have different variants of gloves, and that's what your thing is. What basically started to do at the end was he had 2 pairs of gloves, and once he guarded for long enough, it started to heal him again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, this looks like it's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, let's watch the E3 trailer and we'll see what it's about, because I know Garza's gonna Fuck forever.
Ha! Dun, dun,
That's
dun.
Dun dun. Dun dun.
Oh,
Dun,
snap.
dun.
What the heck? That's a dude.
Dun, dun, dun.
Markiplier! No, it's fine.
Well, hello.
Oh, please be Japanese, man.
That's so fucked up.
She looks tough.
She looks taller.
She keeps getting taller. He's getting small. Look at that.
Oh, the power of camera angles. They both Asian.
Huh.
Oh
What?
shit! I did not see that coming.
Wolverine talks now. Oh, damn it. Hey, he looks more Mexicanish. What? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Ah! I thought you wanted me to. Okay. Away from the game, Wars. Away from the game. Good job.
Oh my!
Look at that high def right there. That's amazing.
Well, there's obviously plenty of room to run.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh,
jump
yeah.
about.
That's why I said it was like Ninja Storm.
I could see.
Aww.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then he got stuck in a lot of problems where he was. Yeah, those are the gloves that he was talking about.
Oh jeez.
And the more you play, the different variants of gloves that you're able to get.
Now, one chick in that neck makes me think of Capcom.
So one of the things I saw is you'll have areas like pillars, and whenever your arms are swinging around, my question is:
Are you able to curve them? Yes.
No, I mean, can your gloves like get wrapped around the
No.
pillar? Because if you imagine you're behind the pillar, you swing, and then you start running because they're swinging back at you.
No, each glove has their own individual thing. Like, you go like this around the pillar, and it'll clip through the pillar to come back. Like, it won't get stuck. That would be a great variant to have.
I wonder if it would break the pillar.
Well, I mean, I've seen pillars broken before, so it's hard to say.
As he was saying, like, as he was talking about, like, it being, like, wrapped around the pillar, I thought you might be able to pull it and hit the opponent that way.
No, you can't.
Lame.
Yeah, I know.
Use it to throw the pillar out.
Yeah, use a grapple move on the pillar and just, like, slam it down. Get some power stone on this shit.
So like, the faster that you do that, then, like, the character in the game moves the same speed as you do when you throw the punches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get to finally figure out if I'm.
But you saw the girl with a whole bunch of punches when she. That was a super move. Like, you get a meter just like Marvel vs. Capcom, and once it's full, you can use your super move. And a lot of times they're like unique, like punching or grapples, or just like one of them, like the big guy, his spins. So he'll shoot both of them and they'll spin, and they'll hit combo damage on each one.
So is this an online game?
It can be.
Oh, nice.
I know how bad that's gonna suck if you get a short, little, small person who can swing really fast compared to big people.
Well, that's the point. It's like if you get somebody who's a little ninja girl or the ninja, like say you're the ninja, and then I'm like the cheerleader chick, right? And we're fighting.
Oh, I would love to see that match.
I know, right?
What?
Alright, so I forget his name, but on this one, this is the Breath of the Wild DLC pack 1 and 2. The Nintendo Spotlight trailer, that's what it says. And it's the creator.
Oh, Miyamoto?
Is that Miyamoto?
Miyamoto-san, is that you?
I think so.
I can't tell. I'm used to him having black hair, not white. Oh no, that's somebody else. I don't know who that is.
NG? Anuna?
E.G. Anima.
That too.
Yeah, anyways. I think he's one of the storyboard people for it.
Oh, okay. Well, where's Shinji Miyamoto from?
Well, he's just a creator, dude.
But still, it's because of him?
I'm sure he was at E3.
Okay, that's fine. We're good.
Yeah, I mean, if they showed this, then I'm sure he was at E3 then.
I always thought of him as like my stepdad as I was growing up. And Hideo Kojima was like a good uncle of mine.
Anyways, have you guys played Breath of the Wild yet?
I haven't played it.
I haven't played it. Now, I've played some of the other Zelda games, and this brings in a lot more new features to Breath of the Wild. So it makes me wonder, what does DLC 1 have to offer?
I want to make it a point that Nintendo never has done this DLC concept unless it was for like the 3DS or the DS in general. Like, they never touched console stuff. Like, they never had a DLC.
Well, with me, I have played each and every Zelda game. I have yet to not finish it. Like, I've finished
I
Zelda
played every single
1,
game,
2.
but I haven't even got past the first fucking level. That's what it sounds like.
No, I mean, I finished it all. It takes me like maybe a month at the most for like the older Zelda games, because it took a while. But like Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker 1 and 2.
I was actually really disappointed in Twilight Princess.
Me too, but I still beat the crap out of it because Zelda was one hot looking emo chick. Well, she was emo, but it was more gothic. But still.
Well, no, like Twilight Princess, I beat that game in like 2 weeks, and you know, in gamer time.
Yeah, that's bad, especially if it's.
Well,
Nintendo.
I mean, if we're talking about like 2 hours every day for 2 weeks, then that's one thing. But like, it took me time to actually understand the puzzles, and then, like, there was days where I did play for 4 hours straight and things like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, but like, I enjoyed the gameplay. I enjoyed the fact that like turning into a wolf was such a concept for me.
Oh, I like being a wolf.
And then I forgot her name, but the princess.
The Dark Princess. I forgot.
The Twilight Princess.
Yeah, something.
I forgot her name. It's like Neve or something like that.
Miko. No, not Miko.
Was it Nico?
No. Well, maybe it was. I don't remember.
Do you remember?
I don't remember
I just
at all.
know it had a me in it. A me. So I think
What,
she was
Garza?
trying. Possibly.
Garza's the princess, yeah. Garza princess, yeah. Which is called.
Can you see me as a princess?
Yes.
Oh my dude, what do you just?
I've seen Reaper as a princess.
I got stories to tell you about that whole princess thing later.
Oh god.
To be continued. No, I was kidding. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch this trailer and see what's going on. You're fine. You're fine.
Hi there. I'm the Legend of Zelda series producer, A.G. Allen.
Yeah, series producer.
You may have already heard about it during Bethesda's showcase that was held a few days ago. It was announced that select Zelda items will appear in the Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim.
I like that shit.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to exploring the Skyrim
That's pretty
with
cool.
the Master Sword in hand.
Whoa, that's not Link. That's not Link.
No, that's Skyrim.
Next up, we'll take a look at the DLC packs for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I'm a little confused. I thought this was Zelda, but Link is left-handed, not right-handed.
I was waiting to see if he might pop up instead.
Oh, that would have been awesome. So we get to play as the old guy instead of Link.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Oh, those things are back.
Link has always been left-handed. I don't get the concept. Because as a left-handed, he always does this with his blade. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? What?
It's fucking insane.
I mean, it was called the Trial of the Swords.
Is that what this one was called?
Trial of the Sword, yeah, it popped up right there on the screen right there.
Heroes Path Mode. Is that what that was?
That's what this.
Ah, it's the
What?
Majora's Mask. What? No. Oh, the Tinkle thing. Tingle.
That's from
Was it just me, or did you see Majora's Mask as well?
Oh
yeah.
That's what got the Oh, that dang.
Master mode. Is this what I think it is?
I think it's a little bit of everything.
No, Master mode. Master mode was.
Yeah, it's a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time high difficulty. So if the game is too easy for you, play on Master mode. But it's is that
The Master's
Jen?
Child, yeah.
Oh.
See, there's a second one. Because it said 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I help you guys?
I wonder.
Wow, I want this game now. Oh, I mean, I've always wanted it, but
Is that a
that's a fucking bird.
parrot? I was gonna say a pirate parrot playing on the aquarium.
Zora?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I know that dude.
Oh.
He was awesome. I liked him. He made me laugh.
It's the chief of the group.
Oh. Go on.
Are these all
Yeah, these are all the ones from
like
Ocarina of Time.
yeah, reimagined?
Hello, Zelda.
That's Princess Zora, the Gora Queen, the bird from Wind Waker, and the Goron from
The Champion's Ballad.
yeah. So I'm gonna put out the expansion pack's $20. It's totally worth it. But I'm gonna point out that Zelda is an actual person in this game. It's not somebody you're chasing after. It's an actual, like, as you've seen, an NPC that is there with you.
So kind of
Like, you're chasing her around
Yeah.
because she teleports, you know, because of the game. But it's, I mean, it's not like she's always in the castle, just like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
She's an actual person that you interact with.
kind of like in Wind Waker, she always was with you like 60% of the time.
Yeah, but I think this one, like, she helps you with certain armors, and yeah, I guess a little bit of a mixture of the both, you know.
Yeah. So as long as I can smack her on the butt,
I
because
didn't
she's
know.
slowing me down.
No.
Oh, okay. Continue.
No, we're not gonna grab your destiny.
Destiny.
Anyways, what do you think of it?
Jeez. The game, it looks great. The DLCs look great. The Heroes of the Ballad, you didn't see much gameplay for it, so I wonder if that's maybe just a character pack, or
No, I think the Champion's Ballad. I think it's gonna be like, hey, you remember us? Here's more trials.
Yay!
Yeah, because that first one looks like what their focus is on is the whole concept of like master mode.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So what? I mean, we can't really rate a DLC, but what do you think would be the score from IGN, which is, you know, out of 10?
I never liked IGN, but anyways, I've been playing Legend of Zelda since 1988, I think. Maybe 87, but I'm pretty sure
We
it's
don't
88.
need to know your age.
Anyways, when it comes to playing Zelda, I might be a little biased because I love Zelda, the game, not necessarily the princess. But anyways, I don't want to sound too biased and say that it's a 10, so I'm gonna put it down as a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, for this game, I will have to say it's a 10 out of 10. I'm seeing exactly what I like in this game, and then the DLC to add on to
Did you
it.
see what I did?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
But
I mean,
10 out of 10.
I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10. I loved all Zelda titles. It's just, it is DLC. I think the whole, the sword one, the first DLC is gonna be, the Swords Quest or whatever. It's gonna be interesting. Like, are they trying to play out the actual Master Swords, like,
Ooh, I like
Undertone? Because those were the enemies from, Wind Waker.
Yeah, well, that I don't know, but I will admit why I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Because everyone knows that Link is left-handed.
Dude, what you saw was, Skyrim.
Wait.
What they feature at the beginning
Yeah.
is the fact that Skyrim, I guess we can do the plug here. The
Thank you.
Skyrim is getting a plug on the Nintendo Switch. And they're saying certain items are going to show up because it's on the Switch.
Well, I understand that and all, but if it's advertised as Legend of Zelda,
You can put it in either fucking hand, man. I don't want to hear it. That was
okay. Alright, then we'll leave it like that then. So it's a 9.9.
You haven't played Skyrim?
No, on Nintendo.
It doesn't matter on what system. You should know you should be able to equip anything in either hand.
I made it as far as meeting up with the old guys with the gray beard.
It's like the second freaking mission.
And I finished up all the little tests, or tasks, if you want to call it. And that was it.
That's like the second mission. As soon as you get the voice, they call you up there. I don't want to hear it.
And it blew people's heads off.
Okay, anyways. Next title. It's called Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Wars.
Ubisoft?
It's made by Ubisoft. Let's hope it's a good game.
Yeah.
They failed so much in the past.
Thanks to Assassin's Creed.
Not even Assassin's Creed. Fucking For Honor failed.
Oh, I thought we were going for Splinter Cell. Oh.
You're good.
Whoa, hello. Looks like Disney's Castle Town.
Yeah, they went like, I think they're using the Unreal Engine.
Oh, no. Where's the Wii controller so I can smack that thing?
How much you want to bet Mario is thinking Bowser has something to do with this?
I'll give it 50-50 on that one.
What?
That looks like something from
It's a Mega Man blaster. That's the best way to put it. Oh, nice.
What?
Oh my.
That's a little too much. What the fuck?
That didn't look right. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Everybody
yes.
loves Yoshi.
Yoshi's here.
And Peach.
Hey, we found Peach.
Oh my.
Who is this? Are you cheating on me? Fine, I'll go back to Cuba. Oh.
What the shit?
Oh.
I love Robert.
What is this shit? He has a vacuum.
I would love to see the
today.
co-op in this.
Give him fucking again.
What?
Really?
Banana.
Oh, man.
So who is that? Like ACDC?
I need this game.
Hey, that's mine. Oh, he doesn't care.
That's gonna be great.
I need this game.
Rabbids has always put out good games.
Yeah, especially from the Wii.
Well, okay, when I say good games, I mean like good parody games.
Yeah.
But not like games like that. That's a party game.
Yeah.
They've always put up like
Have they?
Yeah, from the Wii.
I was about to say, I remember the Wii ones. I remember, like, they have some PC ones too, so it's just like, I guess.
Oh my. Everything from
I know.
everything from the Donkey Kong to the Piranha Plant. It's like, what?
In a
the
selfie,
hell?
selfie
Like,
piece
what were they
rabbit.
smoking when they like? They're like
Everything.
they had to come up with something. They're like,
Everything.
this is a good idea.
So I wonder if one of the abilities will actually be to kick a partner up over a block to make an attack.
What got me thinking is that stupid when Yoshi slid.
Yeah.
It's like that looks like an RTS where you, like if you're playing single player and you gotta move each character into a line of sight, then you shoot. You know, if it's gonna be like that, then they're gonna butcher the game. If they just need to keep it party mode. That's all they need is party mode, and they would make money. And then put in like a very subtle thing, because I know Ubisoft's after money. So you put in a very subtle thing like coins, where purchase a coin pack, and then you can buy certain outfits for the rabbits, or or you can unlock DK Rabbit instantly for 500 coins, which costs $50. Yeah, and just something super subtle like that. But knowing Ubisoft, it's already fucking there.
Man, I can only imagine an overpowered Donkey Kong Rabbit.
I would like to go against that boss. I ain't gonna lie.
I love how they're like, banana? Bring minions into this.
That's exactly what it reminded me of with the minions.
I love how the rabbits had all the abilities of the different characters.
Huh?
Because the rabbit that was Yoshi ended up pulling the egg out of its mouth, just like Yoshi.
Yeah,
would.
it like puked it, and it just like started like machine gunning it. Like, watch him have like a Luigi gun, which kind of looked like a sniper rifle compared to the other guns, and they're gonna go.
Well, one of the rabbits had a rocket launcher, so I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I know.
So rocket launchers can take out the blocks that are being used as ways to hide. I mean, it looks interesting.
I can't see it. How much?
I'm
sorry.
Oh, snap.
What do you guys think of Sims?
Sims.
That's not the point. We're on Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Anyways.
So, what do you give it?
Okay. No, I had to think about it. I'm like, because I was gonna say like 8 out of 10. Now I'm like 8 out of 10, but it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
Man.
Ubisoft has become a cursed name, and it's just they've been butchering fucking games left and right.
Like Splinter Cell? And
They did alright with Splinter. They did alright with Splinter Cell. They really did until they brought it to the new gens. Then they butchered it. They did alright with For Honor when it came out. Then they butchered it. They did alright with Assassin's Creed until Assassin's Creed 3. You know how many games came out before Assassin's Creed 3? 3 games. 1, 2, Brotherhood, Unity, and then 3. 4 fucking games came out, and they made great purchases. It was perfect. Then they fucked up.
Sounds like my job.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I was just fucking Ubisoft, bro.
On to the next one.
The game itself, if we don't put name titles into it, 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
but with Ubisoft behind it, they could easily turn an 8 out of 10 to a 2 out of 10.
Well, I mean, like Rabbids, a solid 4. Because it's Mario, we give it a 7, and then because it's gonna be a popular party game. That that's 8 out of 10. But a damn name Ubisoft brought it right down to a 4 for me. That's the problem. That's what happened.
Yeah, Ubisoft really has a thing of ruining games. So we can only hope that they don't ruin this one. And the only way we'll ever know is when we get it, we try it, play it, and see what they do.
They need to just leave it to the community.
They don't know how to function that.
I know, but they need to. They really need to. Like, you said they killed Ezio in the end of 3, didn't they?
No, it was Revelations. Ezio,
Desmond.
Desmond was dead in...
Was it 3?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, it was 3.
Yeah, because the last part of 3, spoilers to you guys, is
apologies.
Fucking me, I haven't beat it.
Is basically Desmond is running from security because of whatever he was doing, and he goes back to that secret cave where basically you have all the puzzles there, and at the end you talk to this goddess like chick, whatever.
Well, the first time you see her, it's through Ezio's eyes.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But when you talk to her, basically it's into the world type portion of the game where basically you have a choice to make, and he basically
sacrifices himself for the greater good kind of thing.
Yes.
That's stupid. I ain't damn no well Ubisoft didn't butcher that. bad storyboarding.
Well, with me, I was only interested in the last Mario that we showed y'all. This one kind of got me up there with all the wackiness because I love that kind of wackiness. But because, like you guys said, it's Ubisoft, I'm just going to say 7.5, and yes, that is true. I would give it,
and the other kind.
Yeah, but because it is Ubisoft, I'll just do 7.5 because, hey, they may actually do a decent job.
I really doubt it. I mean, when the game comes out, like, I guess in, what does that one say, August?
I think so.
I just
So in August's podcast,
game,
we'll try to like review and come back and see what games have come out, and then do a review based off the games versus E3 expectations. So, next one is Fire Emblem, right?
No, Xenoblade.
Xenoblade? Oh fuck! Oh, it's at the fucking top. I didn't see it. Xenoblade. I haven't played the first one, and I really wanted to.
I haven't played it, and that's only because it's for the new 3DS with the actual C-Stick, and that prevents you from basically playing it on the normal 3DSs that we have. So, I have not had the chance to play it at all.
Xenoblade was a Wii U title.
What was there a Wii U title for as well? See, I saw it for...
I think it was like... Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicle... Oh, so it was Xenoblade 1... Xenoblade Chronicles for the 3DS, and then Chronicles 2. I think that's what they did.
Yeah, see, so Xenoblade and Xenoblade Chronicles are
well, regardless, Xenoblade is another like name brand of Nintendo.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have...
Charles?
Yeah. Well, with me, I haven't played the games, but I have seen like advertisements of it, and all I know is this guy chick that has a blade. Am I like right on?
It's a dude, but yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a chick. Cause it
no,
like...
I think Chronicles 1 might have been a female, but
oh, maybe that's the one I saw.
2 is or 1 original Xenoblade was a male, and it was
I saw some of that.
What is it when the turntable things?
Oh, okay, one of those.
Xenoblade 1 was turntable. 2 I think was kind of like Final Fantasy 13. And then this one is, I don't know what this one is yet. Let's go ahead and watch it. See what it's about.
You like turntable.
Oh.
I hate turntable.
Yeah.
It gives you that chance of kicking someone's butt once they try to kill you. Then you get that vengeance.
Woo! Rewatch the title.
Yay!
Ooh, it sounds like Final Fantasy. Like Final Fantasy 7.
Everyone in our rest lived on the world tree. Together with our divine father.
It is a dude.
What is that?
That
Good
is
grief.
the sky.
Are they stealing from Sword Arts Online?
No.
Because they call it the World Tree, and then you have the big old thing in the sky.
It is Nintendo, so I guess they are technically able to rip off Final Fantasy. Like, this looks like the scraps of some... Hey, look, it's Zelda!
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hey, baby.
As the driver of the Aegis,
I drive you if you want. I wasn't talking to you! Go down! Go down!
Touch the boob!
Hey,
Touch the boob! He touched the boobs!
See what happens when you touch the boob and you don't get permission?
You get teleported to a different dimension.
Hopefully
You give
it's
it a
boob.
badass sword.
Oh, I still gotta touch a boobie now. You know what? I may have to play it just for this shit. Ooh, nifty blade.
What the hell is that in his back?
Oh, they smacked the boob.
Yeah, it looks like he just felt miserable.
Yeah, it looks like the dude from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, it may be awesome, but it ain't no Keyblade.
This reminds me of, there was an anime show that the suit required 2 people to power it.
Oh. I know where.
Oh, look at that open world.
What?
Very nice.
Hello.
Yeah.
At first, I thought that was like some giant dragon.
Our flames hide something deeper.
There's
Oh.
Yeah, you kind of went farther off.
What?
It's like some badass anime show.
I know. Oh, you got a team too. That's awesome.
2 and 3.
Oh, son of a.
So I don't know if y'all ever played what is it called?
Kingdom Hearts.
No, not Kingdom Hearts. Fuck you! I forgot the name of it. It's like Evolution or some BS like that. But it's a game that's it was open world, but every time you went into the battle, it was turntable. But that looks like the new age turntable that they featured in like Final Fantasy 13. This game.
I didn't like Final Fantasy 13. The story was blah. I mean, I just looked at it because of the boobies. That was
So what do you rate this game?
Okay, so Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I have to rate it 8 out of 10. Looks very nice. The turntable is what kind of turns down the last 2 points for me.
I agree. It's an 8 out of 10 for me too.
I'm going to say a 7.5 until I actually get my hands on it.
Well, hands on what? That booby?
Yes! No, the controller. Because I love like doing taking the turns with the enemy, going back and forth, because it helps you strategize. Kind of like when you're playing chess, it gets your mind thinking to attack, defense, aid, Phoenix down, but I don't know what they call it, but still.
What should it be like? Down Phoenix, like
down Phoenix, down. Oh wait, no. Oh, you said. Oh, God damn it.
All right. Kicking off into the next subject. Sonic. Who's played Sonic when they were little?
Man. I had a Sega, and I played it from the Sega series all the way up to GameCube with the Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
That was
Sonic Heroes was so disappointing when I played it, because that's when I first realized what repetition was.
Yeah, it was bad because my power cord finally went out on the GameCube, so I didn't get to actually play much of the Sonic Heroes.
It was good. It wasn't that good. Like Sonic Heroes 2, or I forgot what it was called, but it was like Sonic Heroes 2. It was much better than the first one.
Was it?
Yeah.
I played Sonic 1, 2, 3, that stuff. Sonic Pinball.
I miss pinball.
Yeah, I'm like, those were okay, but I actually stopped playing it after they introduced Knuckles. And I mean, I like Knuckles and all, but I kind of wish that they used him at the beginning of it all. Because then it's like...
Which is funny, because if I remember correctly, Knuckles is actually older than Sonic.
Yeah, but he wasn't introduced until much later, though. That's what brought it down for me.
Yeah, I think he was like in the comics and stuff. He was introduced, but not the.
Yeah, and he was like some tough macho dude.
Still is. No. Now he's a dumb retard.
Oh hell,
Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
Is that an anime
Sonic
or
Ice and Fire.
Knuckles, I can't even look at you the same way now.
Yeah, I know. They wrapped up his hands like he has bandages on them. Because he's a fighter. Because that's a stereotypical fighter.
So is he like from the hood now?
No, that's it. And other than that, he's just a full retard.
God damn it. Well, what about the chicks? Did they touch the chicks or are they actually the same? Not like that.
What?
Like they had like 2 senoritas in the series.
Cream and Amy.
See,
Amy. Yeah, and there's Cream, Amy, and like I believe Tikal's in like a form of Tikal, which is the another rabbit one, who's in Sonic Boom, and that's it.
And see, I used to watch the anime show that had the kid who did the whole Family Matters, Steve Urkel, as this voice of Sonic on the TV show.
That was.
Anyways, I used to watch that like Saturday mornings. Back
So
when.
you guys had a fantasy back in the day too. Then that
Oh,
you
hell yeah.
wanted to create your own Sonic character, right?
No,
No.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I never had that imagination.
so you wanted like Black the Hedgehog in the Sonic 1 game, right? Like your own
No, I just
creation of
wanted
Shadow.
Knuckles. I didn't even know who the hell Shadow was until I boycotted Sonic.
Well, anyways, this game that we're about to watch the trailer for is touching on the subject of create a character for the Sonic games. Character creation.
So like clothing customization.
You'll see. It'll
Okay.
show you.
Because I can't see having a bikini on a hedgehog.
Okay, well, let's see what this game has to offer in the trailer.
Oh, nice graphics.
How many features?
Classic Sonic returns.
Not much.
Oh, hey, dang, that is the classic Sonic.
Yeah, but they're going like the Sonic Generations route.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's supposed to be Tails?
No, that's your character.
Oh, thank God.
Tails is still Tails.
Okay, there's two Sonics. What the-
Yeah, like I said, Sonic Generations.
So are those NPCs or are those...
No, you play as them.
Oh.
They're just like the main antagonists.
Oh my god, it's a crab.
Shadow?
Yep.
I thought he was a good guy by now. Whoa!
Oh god. Chaos. Chaos, Metal Sonic, Shadow, and who's the big guy? Well, what the hell?
I have no comment on that last one. Oh, he joined the military? What the hell?
Right? No, it's supposed to be like a whole rebellious thing.
You know, I love how as soon as we see the enemies, we all basically saw Chaos and said, Chaos?
Dude, they haven't touched Chaos since Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and was brought in the Sonic XD whenever they were doing a TV show.
Oh, no.
I think they
I'm
brought
talking
him
about
in
games.
once. Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, that's the only other time they've ever shown off Chaos. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was the last time gaming wise, and I mean, he's the big guy flooding the city, basically.
That was Sonic Adventure.
No, that was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I could have sworn it was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle where he's in the city and you beat him.
As
Then-
Super Sonic? Yeah, no, that's fucking
Is
okay, no, that's all Sonic Adventure. The whole plot line of Sonic Adventure was that Dr. Robotnik created chaos. He absorbed all the emeralds and the good energy from it, and then Sonic recollected them, became Super Sonic, and he killed him at the end.
Oh, and then 2 is when you deal with the meteor chaos, right? With Shadow.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like the perfect life form Mark 2, or no, Mark 1, I believe, on Arc Colony, and you're Super Sonic and Super Shadow.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
then Shadow sacrifices himself to teleport the Arc back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Haven't played it forever, so it's like my mind on the game.
I was a Sonic fanatic back in the day.
Me too, 1995.
You know,
They used to show it on USA when they actually showed cartoons.
okay, so rating the game.
Oh shit! Rate this shit.
Yeah.
5 out of 10.
Oh,
Because like I don't know if you played Sonic Generations,
I haven't.
and it's horrible.
Sonic Beast.
oh yeah, Sonic Beast was
Unle-
like 3D.
Unleashed, yeah.
Yeah, Unleashed.
That was a horror. In White Knight,
Yeah, I didn't touch any of those. I just
I
watched
played
the
White
trailer.
Knight.
The railing one?
the railing one.
Where you're on the Sonic colors?
I think it's colors. I haven't played Colors.
And
I
this
stopped
one I
after
played
White
Sonic.
Knight.
I stopped up there.
I basically gave it a 5 out of 10. It's probably.
I mean,
To me, it's actually more of a 2, but I'll give it a 5 if they actually have a decent story to it.
Well, I know we saw a new character that even I haven't seen before.
New character. Looks like something from Dragon Ball Z where Frieza just goes.
Yeah, but it's like seeing Cooler for the first time. You know?
But I know he's like, you know, quiet, trying not to get in the middle of this.
You bitch, you heard me. This guy. Talk about whatever.
So, I would have to say 6 out of 10. The enemies, seeing Chaos, Shadow. I mean, Shadow's on the dark side again. Oh my god.
I wonder if they're like, it sucks because after Sonic Adventure 2 battle, they split into 2 timelines. First timeline being where Shadow didn't die, he's safely teleported back into the Ark, and then they got the timeline where he officially killed himself.
Which is when Shadow the Hedgehog the game came out. It's basically based on that timeline right there.
I believe so. I don't remember if they called him an android in that game.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
I think it wasn't Heroes. There was another game that was kind of like Heroes that touched on it.
Yeah, it had its light and dark side, and I think it basically explained it once you've done both sides. You know,
I remember. I played that game the shit out of that game. I never like got 100%, but because it was stupid. Like it was go 3 notches and then don't kill anybody. You know. But anyways, get off subject. Sonic was a great game. What did you rate it?
6 out of 10.
I got 5. He got 5. I mean, like the whole character creation thing is gonna be good. I mean, it's finally something that's implemented. Like it's gonna fill everybody's fantasy to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
But I see a lot of purchase walls in the future, though.
Yeah.
Going on to our next game, we're actually going to touch up on the Nintendo DS systems. There's a game coming out called Ever Oasis. It's apparently a new game for the 3DS. That's a new concept to the point where they had to show it at E3, where they had test play booths and things like this. I don't know what it's about. It's just on the list. Well, let's watch the trailer and find out what it's about.
Yay!
Oh, hello.
Those pixels, bruh.
Kind of makes me think of that Princess of the Sea in Legend of Zelda.
Oh, you just had sex for the first time.
Sweet. You leveled up.
He made it Jesus.
A baby Jesus. Or baby Jesus, I don't know. What?
Oh,
Okay.
your religious name?
No, I'm an atheist.
Oh god.
What the?
What is this?
If I put enough love to it, to the planet, to Gaia, this will happen. Kidon? What if
I don't know if you can use that word in I don't think you can use the word vast inside a 3DS game.
No.
Interesting. So it looks like an action RPG from like Animal Crossing meets like Zelda.
You read my mind. I mean, the Zelda portion of it makes it somewhat alright, but it's...
You must defend our oasis. So they're adding like Clash of Clans?
It looks more like something stupid as, you know, you have a daytime / nighttime portion. Kind of like the, what was it? Majora's Mask, where you had your days and nights, and you probably have a...
Different creatures at night kind of thing.
Yeah, and they probably attack the oasis at night, you know, being
Hey,
chaos.
I would play that game. I really would.
I so would not touch it with
623. The game's already out.
I would probably try it out. I mean, by trailer, it didn't look all that great. I'd say a 4 out of 10. But, you know, you can never tell until you play a game, you know. Don't judge a book by its cover, basically.
Yeah. Like Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Anyways,
damn, that game better be good.
The game looks good for a 3DS game. I mean, it looks like there's a lot to do. And, like, in my personal opinion, like, Pokemon was one thing. But this game looks like something I would play and enjoy. Just enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And I've been running into that problem lately where it's like, oh, everything's Call of Duty, everything's Call of Duty, Battlefield, and all these other like major games. There's hardly any more games that are like good adventure-based games. I mean, I'm not talking like, oh, let's play The Last of Us kind of thing. I'm talking about like good games that nobody doesn't know anything about.
Dare I say 1 out of 10? It did not catch my grasp or anything.
I think the one...
The lack of bluish was very disturbing.
I don't want to hear that. The second one.
I mean, like, it didn't even look like all that adventures at all. What the hell?
We're trying to set up for the second game, or the next trailer. Are we just gonna glaze over it, or?
Yeah, just.
I mean, what I'm looking at here is what, Miitopia? That's what.
This is Miitopia. Miitopia is supposed to be the like Miiverse made into a game.
Oh no.
Yeah, they've already played on this, like, I think at last E3. So, and it was like an actual thing for a while, and then they took it out. I don't remember what actually happened to the Miiverse, but we're talking about, like, you have Hyrule Land, you have like Mario Land, where you can go play Mario mini games, or Hyrule Land, where you play like Zelda mini games, and like different games had their own little islands that you played. It was their party game, like, in comparison.
So are these like arcade mini games, or are they?
It's really hard to explain, but it's just like, yes, arcade, but it's your little me playing archery and trying to get the best points.
Oh, okay.
Or it's horse racing, like all in the Hyrule area, and then you go to like the Mario one where it's like time attack or like Mario Maker kind of stuff, and then you have like the Metroid one where it's basically dodgeball and, you know, things like that.
So it'll keep you like off your butt and,
you know, entertained. Yeah. Let's see what they got. I don't know what's this is Tamagotchi.
I'm still waiting for my Wii Fit.
Hello there. This is the island of Tamagotchi Mine.
What?
So carefree.
Breaking news. Your Tamagotchi Mine friends can soon embark on the great adventure. The fantasy setting for their journey is a Nintendo 3DS game called Miitopia. Let's take a look.
It's a 3DS game now.
This is the island of Miitopia. It was a peaceful place. But then, the Dark Lord appeared and started causing chaos. Calling all Tamagotchi Islanders. This musical has still become adventure firehouse.
Okay, that's cool.
This couple could turn into a brave warrior and a fairy. transform. If you refuse can't. Adventure awaits your Tomodachi Life friends in Utopia.
That makes me think I want to be Final Fantasy.
Yeah, see, this is the kind of stuff I was talking about. Like, when it comes to, like, RTSs and because of mobile games and all this fun stuff. But I see a lot of features that the 3DS is going to implement into this. Like, any passerby that you come across that owns this game is going to be a party to help. You know,
This can fill exciting roles. Your teacher can become a great sage to guide you on your journey.
What? That's awesome.
These three best friends
yeah.
can live as fat fairies.
Yeah.
There can totally be some bad fairies.
No. I like the blonde. Oh god, no.
There are lots of other characters too.
Ooh. Ew.
Feel the world of islanders.
That kind of makes me think of the people in Legend of Zelda that always constantly need help, and you have to help them because they can't do it themselves.
Right.
She said, "Whoa."
And of course, an islander can even become the Buff Lord.
What?
If you have saved data for Tomodachi Life on your Nintendo 3DS, you can bring your islanders into the world of Utopia at the touch of a button.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about.
So, what's the word on the street?
Chaos.
the Buff Lord who's boss. It's
Cameras.
like a dream come true.
That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in.
That was some shit. That was a shitty ass commercial. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, but if I gave it anything out of 10, it would be a negative 100 out of 10.
I don't know, like in Miitopia, like in the Miiverse kind of stuff. It's like I'm gonna have to give it. You must understand, Nintendo is a family gaming company. They care about the family, not just the players.
Since 1980s.
Yeah, exactly. So this is one of those games that are like, oh, you play with your mom? Now make her the evil villain that she really seems to be.
Oh hell yeah!
You know, that kind of thing. You know, so that's what's going on with this. So
I'll be sure to add my mom to the Wii universe so that.
don't talk about your mom like that. Is that what you said? You mean my mom? Anyways,
My mom is one evil lady.
no.
If my dad was still alive, he could be like the sage to help me. Like he'll be like, here's a fire barrier thing.
Yeah, like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Right, here's a health pack. Or
yeah, see, that's my dad. He likes to help out. My mom is like, hey, jump into the lake.
second one, please.
There's a crocodile in there. But I would rate it a
Is that shorter or
5.
Extended.
But actually, no, I would rate it a 2. I would give it a 5 if it wasn't on the portable handheld. If it was Nintendo Switch, I would give it a 5. Because it actually looks like
I don't know, but everybody already has a 3DS and Miiverse and kind of things like that. So
I don't care about that. Like, to me,
I mean, I'll still give it a 5 regardless. But like,
I am a big major beep when it comes to graphics. I can't say anything because I don't know who I was watching. But if my eyes can't maintain the graphics, my eyes start to get annoyed and I can't play. Like, I used to be able to play PlayStation 1 games, minus Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid kind of stuff. But if it's like the Resident Evil original one, the graphics just bugs my eyes to hell. So I would have to play like someone.
no,
like
okay,
PS2.
no, like I see what you're getting at, but
Yeah.
Nintendo just needs to update their goddamn freaking 3DS systems. I
Okay,
completely
or if
agree.
they do that, then yeah, I will give it a 5. A 5. A 5. Not $5 Subway footlong because they can that. But I would just do it on 5.
Just like how the dog farted in the mic last time.
I would just give it a 5
Anyways.
because the graphics, as you said, was good on the 3DS.
Yeah, and a friend of mine made a point back when X-Play was a thing. They said that the 3D or the XL, the DS XL, when it first came out, it was featured on X-Play, right? And he said, just because the screens are bigger doesn't mean it makes it graphics better.
Right.
And I was just like, oh, that hits home because I still own original 3DS. Or not 3DS, 2DS.
Like
or
I,
DS.
like I was okay with like the Game Boy Advance or Game Boy.
Yeah,
XP,
no, those games were
but
fine.
the 3DS thing, it's like it's just not.
Yeah, no, I know. They implemented something they wanted it.
Exact.
I mean, it's whatever. Alright, so now we're looking at Fire Emblem Warriors. Fire Emblem has been a game that has been a running series just like Final Fantasy.
I was going to say Final Fantasy. Yeah.
And this game features the same things just like Final Fantasy. They're bringing all the characters into one.
Sweet!
Like, Marth is going to be in this game. Ike, Marth.
Ike was it.
I forgot some of their other names, but like I only know them from Smash Bros. And I saw that they were
Same.
Fire Emblem. And I was just like, oh, and then I saw this one, and it's a multi-dimensional thing. So this is apparently an extended gameplay trailer. I only see 1 minute and 16 seconds, so let's see how it goes.
Echo.
Oh, Team Ninja worked on this too.
Oh, okay. That means they have exactly what I like. What?
I guess.
Yeah, good graphics. Ooh, I like that. Hello.
They're just pros, bro.
To the Unchained Eye, yes.
Oh, I watched this one. You're gonna have to click on the other one, maybe.
Yeah, that was just.
That was just the emblem.
Yeah. Not the actual
one.
Yeah, I know, but
Wait, no, it's not done.
well, I guess it's extended.
Awesome Blade.
Marth. Right? No.
Yep.
That ain't Marth.
Yeah, Martha's the bat with the wings.
But look at that! Look
Holy
at that!
Chicago? What is...
Yeah, this is that Legend of Zelda,
Warriors, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they got going here.
What was that?
That is their new Fire Emblem game.
No, I mean, not even Sephiroth can touch that.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah, with his sword.
What?
Nobody cares.
I was about to say.
Alright, so this is the actual trailer that I watched both the full first part of the one we just watched.
Oh, okay.
But this one's the actual like storyline trailer.
Oh, I love those. Oh, I thought I was going to say Kingdom Hearts right now.
We're not talking about that until next one.
Yay! Oh,
I don't know why you won't be here.
I will be inspired.
With all those boobies.
Ooh, you dragon. Oh my. Oh my.
Father, no! Like the base of these games, bro.
Whoa, for once the siblings actually band together. Because usually there's some kind of conflict.
Marth! Yes!
I am Marth, the Prince of Altea.
Oh, I thought he was going to say all the same.
Remember that you can rely on your friends. We're with you.
If I remember correctly, Ike is from
If you can't do this, who can?
Mars Platoon.
You fought your way this far.
I would do
I think-
Marth or Ike.
Wait, what do you mean by do?
No matter the danger, we can overcome it if we
That
Well,
might
just
be Ike.
character,
That might be
not
an
play.
older version of Ike.
Maybe.
Working together, we
I
can
don't know,
finish
but
this.
it might be a mashup, or Fire Emblem literally takes place in the same world or dimension. It's hard to keep track of all these fucking multi-dimensional games.
Oh, that would be awesome if it was.
And you saw the
online.
combat.
Yeah.
And you saw the combat. Well, so what do you think?
Well, when it comes to that combat, was that like an actual special attack, or is that just his normal attack?
That's probably a special attack.
Ah, okay.
Well, you saw him swing the first 2 times was probably the base.
Which is fine, because it's like, it tells you like the amount of speed he's got, strength,
Yeah.
stamina.
And able that you can wipe out half the freaking team.
Yeah, he's able to kill off an entire battalion before it's supper time. That's like real G right there.
All I saw was he knocked him up in the air. That special ability. All I was like, man. I was like, man, talk about Sephiroth's speed attack.
Oh yeah.
Just.
Who needs a gun when you have those kind of abilities? I'm like, dang.
That was just a no for me. I forgot. Oh. Yeah, sorry. Oh god.
They're still on topic.
Anyways, that's the list. By the way, we're on the last one. What time is it? Oh, what time did we start?
9, 8.
Shit. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, let's speed this up a bit. Okay. Oh, now it's all on me. Okay, I see how it is.
8 o'clock.
We started at 8, but
Okay. I was very impressed. I hope it actually is a turntable, so I can beat the living crap out of these.
what are you talking about? Turntable's gonna be horrible in that situation.
Not for me.
If you can,
Not for me.
no, if you can free attack like that, turntable's the worst possible style to put it into.
Well, it's not like they're going to run around like Kingdom Hearts and then attack, because then it's like.
You have a mobile
Okay.
phone. Download what is it called? It's called Fire Emblem Heroes on the smartphone. It's turntable and it's like the old like grid-based games that you're used to. Now, you're not gonna have that in this game. This game is like Dynasty Warriors.
Okay, I haven't played it, but I've seen the trailers for it, and it looks pretty.
It's the
So
same.
it's just button smashing, and you hit X.
But with
square,
combos, I assume.
Triangle, X, circle, square.
It's
L1,
Nintendo.
R2.
They
Oh
have-
yeah, I forgot.
They have their own like fucking
A,
button set.
B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah, right. Anyways, what's your opinion?
Jeez. I am ready for a game like that to come out. They said that was what, 3DS? Just Switch? I mean,
The Switch. Yeah.
Damn. Time to go get a Switch. That game right
The
there.
whole point of these like reviews is to go like to get people to go out and buy a Switch.
Yeah, so what was that, like 3 or 4 Switch games that we've seen that I actually said, you know what, I'm just about to buy a goddamn Switch. Sorry, PlayStation,
Yeah.
I still love you. I love you, Sheila, and I love you too, Sheila 2.0. Sheila is my PlayStation 3.
Okay.
Sheila 2.0 is my PS4. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm like, what the frick is that?
What I have to name them.
That's what I call materialistic.
Right?
Naming your materials.
I still, hey, I actually called my 32-inch LCD Samsung TV, which sadly is still in California, Susan.
Oh,
Don't
man.
ask me how the hell that happened.
Anyways.
It was gonna be Nicole, but people
So-
said ha ha ha.
So this last
If
we got a
anyone
score.
if anyone watches this, please send us a psychiatrist now. He needs it.
Just a few numbers, a few suggestions. Anyway, so you guys saw firsthand how our reaction was on that game. Even I was surprised. Like I'll throw the ball pretty far and say 8 out of 10.
I was gonna say 8 out of 10, but
Just because we haven't seen enough gameplay.
well, I was gonna say 8 out of 10 just for the actual fighting thing, and I don't even know what the hell that is. But for story mode, it might be a 12 out of 10 after you add all that stuff. I have to give it a couple.
Your cap is 10, bro.
Oh, I added an extra 2 from the love in
Oh,
here.
God. Was it from Susan?
I was thinking more like Diana.
What? Who's Diana to you?
My Game Boy SP. I still love you.
Oh, God. Anyways, Justin.
Okay, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. You have the story mode, which it was an evil dragon, the gameplay, the abilities. Hell, we just saw one person's ability, which looked like it was Ike's from the Super Smash Brothers. The knock-up, continuously slash. I mean, that must have been a younger Ike, if not a older one.
It looked like an older one.
Yeah, so I mean, I have to give
Yeah,
it
they don't
10
really
out of
give
10.
us names, and I don't really want to take the time to look it up. But,
No.
So,
But yeah, 10 out of 10.
8 out of 10 and 12 out of 10 apparently. Let's do this lovely last plug of the Nintendo Switch is featuring Skyrim and whatever the hell Nintendo put on their page, we're gonna watch.
Her elbow went into my leg. Her bone elbow.
So we're back to Mario and Skyrim.
Copyright like a bitch. I'm gonna keep that in note.
What the?
Is that
Link? Okay, now I see what you mean by that. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Epona!
Skyrim.
Wait, that's not Epona.
It can be.
Oh, I like how you said it. It can be.
I hated those things.
That might be something.
Nobody can fight freaking troll or the giants. I don't want to. I don't want to see that shit.
No, not the dragon. No. I had to back away like 100 meters just to kill that thing with my arrow.
I was about to say, did he just one-shot that dragon? It's like, that's so much BS.
Hey, it would be like super duper easy mode is what he's on.
No, that's just the Master Sword for you.
Alright, so. Right? Shit. What do you guys think?
I'll let you. Yeah.
After doing our talking, yeah, I've watched you play Skyrim. I haven't been much of a gamer for Skyrim. That actually kind of makes me want to try that. Yeah,
I own the HD collection.
I mean, I have to say, seeing him with the Master Sword and then them taking on the trolls, which not very many people take on and survive.
Dude, like level 5, you can go fuck a troll up, right?
Mhm.
Or it's not a troll; it's a giant.
Yeah.
And so there's the main tower when you first get there, and then over to the side, like up towards the mountain, you can walk over there, and there's a troll camp. You walk or a giant camp. You walk in, and they see you. You are completely fucked. I mean, they do that ground smash move to the orbit.
Oh yeah.
Fucking instantly. Like, and then you fuck with a mammoth, you're dead.
Yeah, when they smacked me up in the sky, I went like, whee!
And then you just get that loading screen for like 10
yeah.
minutes.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Right? And then, so, or the trolls, they showed a troll too. Dude, those fucking trolls, bruh. I hate them.
Yeah, after your experience after chasing a dragon.
Right?
Okay, so 7 out of 10 is what I'm going to give it.
I'll give shit, just because it's Skyrim, 8 out of 10.
I'll give it 6.5 out of 10 until I actually give it a shot and go woohoo. But for now,
I like
it's
Skyrim, you son of a bitch. I already know you haven't.
Yeah, what's with this 0.5? I mean, of all things.
Because I'm kind of iffy.
There's boobs.
Now, if they have massive boobs,
There's boobs.
I have yet to come across the boobs in Skyrim. They were all like armor plated, or they were asleep. You okay?
Oh my damn. Oh.
Hey, what's that?
Hmm?
That's her.
Oh.
I was about to say, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, I know. I was like freaking out, thinking that I was playing a video game with my mind. I was like, awesome. I'm gonna take that out.
But yeah, 6 out of 10.
This
7 out
is
of 10.
Skyrim modded on PC.
Yeah, you got to send me that link so I can study it better.
Just saying.
Just
So, what do you guys think of this podcast?
I have to say, this was a pretty good podcast. first one we did pretty good on. The second one, a lot more interactive, a lot more funny.
Mouse based.
Yeah. And everyone got to see what happens when a dog walks on me and I don't realize it.
Or what about when a dog farts in the mic and nobody notices it until when we rewatch it?
My goodness, that first stream was my goodness. Second stream, loved it. Yeah.
Shoot. My favorite one or the other one was we were trying to figure out what was the one guy's name from the Marvel vs. Capcom. And we didn't.
It took y'all so goddamn long for that too.
No, I'm not talking about that. It's like we were trying to guess it. We had to rewind it to hear what Justin said, and we thought it was me who said it when it was actually Justin.
I said what?
You know, like he had to be. If you don't know what it is, you have to watch the last one.
I know. I remember now.
No, I was telling the folks.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
And what's funny is he doesn't even know that he said it or why he said it.
He has a big, you know. Okay. Anyways, so closing up. What do you think we can do better on the next stream?
For the next stream, I guess just making sure we have our things together. Yeah, probably pre-watch trailers so we have a little bit more of an idea of what to say before we show off the trailers for the game.
And also have stuff to block the sun.
Well, we kind of got in favored because of the rain. Like it's just now getting bright.
I completely forgot about that.
So,
but I think the streams are going well in general, anyways. Maybe work on the opener, if not the closer.
I agree.
Cameron, before it comes to me, because I'm still trying to think and decide without saying something too funny, and we're like, what the hell?
Okay. Well, Dante.
What do I think we could do better?
Yes.
Yeah. Table.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of like the table thing, yes, but I was also thinking maybe like the bar stool, so we're not like, because with the bar stools, you're basically just standing up and you can be like, hey, stop.
Yeah, I mean, I've always like the camera is always an issue, like the process of like, are we gonna with the mic super sensitive? We need to have like times where we're just sitting with like headphones so we can hear how sensitive it really is. I don't know how or why we're having output on the TV with the camera, like because this listens and this listens, but I told that to output on that, and I was just I don't know why I had to choose that in the first place. But another thing is like we I would like to get to a point where we're on a desk and it's like either just me and him or me and her, or you know, like just doing this podcast. Like I don't know if you've seen Good Mythical Morning.
I haven't done seen any kind of podcast since the Metal Gear Solid Guns of Patriot.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's old school, 2008.
So basically, it's like the style that we're doing it now is like Saturday Night Live. I want to do it more like an interview process.
So
like Crocodile,
like suit and tie kind of thing.
Eventually, but no, I'm talking about like we're sitting behind a desk and the camera is our interviewer. And we're talking to it. Okay, I know how if you watch like I guess tennis or not volleyball, or
I love volleyball.
I guess volleyball or any small like sports events. The guys are at a single desk, side by side, talking, and they got a mic in the front, and like they have it on all like.
Yeah, they do it all for like football, golf. I mean, I saw Happy Gilmore with it. You got the two guys that. You fucked up the game.
Well, anyways, like they do that a lot for like major gaming events and things like that. So I basically would just need to get to a point where I'm gonna have just like probably physical paper in front of us with the games that we're gonna talk about, key points and ideas and things like that. Scripts essentially, but more or less key points. And then just like in a room with wall, sound barriers, you know, kind of thing. And that's what I ideally want to see. But that's my perspective. This to me is fine because you're here, you're leaving, then now you're just gonna be a little window on our podcast. So
today is my last day.
Oh, this game.
We'll be in the bottom left. He'll be in the bottom right. It's like, so Garza, we see you over there.
Why you look
What's
so
your
tiny?
plan?
Pass me a Mountain Dew.
It won't go through.
That's what she said.
Oh,
We will fix that if we must.
God, this game.
I don't know. How do you read stuff and you don't have to?
oh my god.
You guys haven't seen this game,
No.
right? This game's fucking amazing. She got it for cheap too. Shift to move faster.
So is that like the wands and staff, hands?
Those are hands. It's
Oh my god, those are the smallest hands I've ever seen for a video game character.
Yeah, well, they're like you only get melee unless you pick up a knife or a gun. I think that's what we'll do next podcast.
There's a penguin. Oh my god.
I've
Adam
not.
said
They've
he was gonna sue
updated
somebody.
this shit. What is this?
I mean, Billy Madison's going to sue somebody.
That's like 6 punches. What's going on?
She got used to the left hand every now and then. Gotta give out that mean left hook.
Okay, so let's go ahead and put a finish to this stream, right?
No, this is great. I like watching this. I gotta play this
Now
game.
she
again.
got dynamite. That's something. Wait, do you call that many dynamites, the stick of dynamite as TNT or just dynamite? When you have more than one stick of dynamite?
Did you just get hurt?
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. She's now at 1 out of 3 on her health.
Well, I think
From
she.
the penguin.
Yeah, she got hit by the penguin twice.
Oh.
Yeah, so the objective of this game is to get through each little level like she's in, to the bottom like of it, and then mouse wheel.
Ooh, knife. Oh, she's doing like Call of Duty knife.
I know, right?
You gotta hold the knife like this. It's the best way.
And it does double fist damage.
Oh, sweet.
And so, like, you get to the bottom and you get to the little trapdoor that
Penguin.
that you saw, right? And then do it.
This game makes me not want to go
Like that.
to the Iceland place and
It
fight
didn't
against
kill
the
him.
penguin. No, that penguin's like tough, bro. He's from
Dude,
the hood.
the knife does double damage, by the way.
Nice.
Is that a fire?
Was.
I gave you life.
You're only limited to what you can carry.
Ooh. Oh, penguin! Penguin!
No, shoot the ball below him.
Okay, I know I'm not very savvy when it comes to
Because
penguins,
those will hurt you.
wouldn't penguins die within 1 or 2 hits of a gun?
And it's a tripwire gun, that's all it is.
Oh.
And if she aims at like how the rope is in front of her, she can climb it.
Yeah, it's the same way with the...
It's a grapple, essentially.
6 sticks of dynamite. It should only use it once to blow it up into a Deadpool.
Yeah, you also get this area where it has like
Yeah,
2 torches and a map.
I don't know.
It's her alarm.
No, that?
Yeah, it's her alarm.
Oh.
It's her 10 o'clock alarm when she went to work.
I'm just like...
Do you need to go home?
He's got to beat the Huey, Dewey, Louie butt smacking level.
You just got bitch slapped by something.
And then Carter to die.
Yeah, and then when you die, you have the chance to either go through the asylum or spawn back into the library where she was.
So this game teaches us to stay away from penguins?
It teaches you to stay alive. If you die at all, you lose everything.
It's one of those
It just shows that penguins are very, very mean.
Mm-hmm. You gotta hack it up with an axe. Oh, she went with...
No, she got both.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like you're...
What?
That is slow as fuck. It actually sounds like... okay, so those creatures don't die. You just only stun them. And then...
well, stunning's better than nothing.
Those creatures...
Oh, is that E.T.? No, it's not.
Shoot fire. Holy fuck!
This game has just changed its way of thinking.
So
Yeah, close the door. Yeah, just like
they're gonna
Resident
be
Evil
right
7.
fucking behind you. You're fucked. You're already fucked. Climb the ladder. They can't climb.
And they hack away when they try to climb up, so they'll fall down to the death. So they gotta die some way somehow.
You might want to, yeah.
It's like just run.
That, yeah.
Holy
Oh,
what
shit.
the?
What the?
Eyeball shoots fireballs.
That's an eyeball.
No, I know. I said it shoots fireballs. It's dead. You're on the ladder.
Well, how do you know if it's dead? Do you just poke at it?
No,
with
it's
the
stop
stick?
moving.
Oh.
Alright,
This is like every movie you poke something with a stick to see if it's dead or alive.
You can actually.
No, it's the stone and
If you look at it, it's like the stone angels from Doctor Who.
Wait, the
1980s
Those
Doctor
things-
Who.
oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, baby? You just killed yourself.
I don't care.
Somewhat. Oh shit.
Anyways, you want to cut out the camera? Press escape.
He, she, he doesn't look very friendly to